A man is seen approaching the house from across the street. At first glance, he looks like an old man. But in fact, he's wearing a mask. He knows he's being filmed as he looks directly at the camera and starts to poke it. Then he looks through the window and soon decides to leave. And as he walks backward, he waves at the camera as if he knows he's being watched. Shortly after he left, the homeowner went outside with his golf club, but the masked man was already gone. In this frightening video, a suspicious person tries to break into this woman's home in San Leandro, California. He wanders around the area and seems to be looking for something, when suddenly the voice of the homeowner is heard off camera telling the man to leave the house immediately.
Get the f*** out of there.
Surprisingly, the man doesn't resist and simply leaves as he was told. This video was sent to me one night by one of my subscribers. His doorbell camera recorded this woman in a wheelchair approaching his house and ringing the doorbell at 2:00 a.m. Then she started breathing very loudly and strangely. She waited there for about half a minute and left before the owner could open the door. A clip from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, shows a grandfather walking with his 3-year-old granddaughter when suddenly a group of stray pit bulls approaches. It's clear from the man's voice that he was very frightened, but did his best to get his granddaughter to safety.
Get inside. Go away. Come on, I got you.
Come see, Mama.
Go. Get.
Come see.
Go.
I want to show
No,
Mama.
You get inside. Go on. Go. Go.
Before going back outside to make sure the pit bulls left the area. Fortunately, they did, and everyone was safe. Here's another similar incident, but this time the man in the video seems to be more careful. He's reaching for something, maybe a gun, and he has an Allen wrench in one of his hands. I am not sure why he's carrying it. Is it his gun? And now he's trying to peek into the house through the blinds again. That suggests more people could be watching you while you sleep. These two strange characters try to steal the homeowner's mail from his porch, but they don't get far when the woman tells the two men that she'll call the police.
Hello? 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 I'm calling the police.
With that, the message seems to have gotten through because they waste no time and make off as fast as they can. A doorbell camera captured this woman answering the doorbell at 4:00 a.m. It was taken in winter and she looks cold and tired as she slowly walks to the door. After ringing the bell, she immediately leaves and disappears into the darkness. Which is very bizarre. I wonder why she does this so late when it's cold outside. If she needed help, would she not have waited for someone to answer the door? This man has been harassing a family for a week. He returns to their door several days in a row, rings the bell, and gives the camera an eerie smile. A homeowner in San Lorenzo, California, managed to stop a burglar in action, and it was all recorded by this Ring doorbell camera. A suspicious white car pulls up in front of this man's house. The strange man then gets out of his vehicle, walks straight towards the man's house, and disappears from view. But just a moment later, the man is seen running away as fast as he can after the homeowner confronts him. It's a good thing the homeowner was present at the time, because who knows what could have happened otherwise. One thing is for sure, you certainly don't want this guy showing up at your front door at 5:30 in the morning. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened to this Louisiana homeowner. A woman reported that a creepy man came up to her porch and rang her doorbell. The man reportedly told the woman to come to her house, and when she asked him why, he hesitated and said he didn't know.
May I help you?
Is this 1002?
It is.
Okay, I was supposed to come here
To do what?
for,
You don't know.
okay, never mind.
He was somewhat displeased, went back to his car, and drove away. The woman said she called the police immediately afterwards. This clip from Compton, California, shows an elderly man scoping out this homeowner's house before he actually manages to open his gate. He then slowly creeps around the back of the house where he tries to get into the backyard, but is unsuccessful. It's good that he wasn't able to do anything, but you have to wonder what he was planning to do in the first place. The homeowner was at work when he received the doorbell camera notification, and when he opened it, he got a bit of a fright. Either it's a bad joke or she's possessed. This man came to the house, and I don't know if he's just trying to scare the homeowners or if he's using the doorbell camera as a retina scanner.
Why don't you help? Front door yet?
And even though he knows there are people in the house, and they said they're going to call the police, he's still trying to unlock the door with his keys. In Sacramento, California, a homeowner's doorbell camera captured this creepy-looking man stepping outside the front door in the middle of the night. He notices a bike rack at the far corner of the property and walks over to try to steal one of the bikes. He seems to have a hard time stealing the bike and finally decides to give up and leave. This clip is from Miami, Florida, and shows a female porch pirate slowly creeping up those stairs, seemingly aware that she's being picked up. Nevertheless, she picks up the package, but only after putting on sunglasses, apparently thinking that her identity is now secret. Wrong thinking. In this video, we see a team of 2 robbers trying to break into this person's house in the middle of the night, trying to disguise themselves with thick, heavy clothing and hats. One of the men was fiddling with something when suddenly the homeowner speaks directly into the microphone and says hello.
Hello? Yo.
In just a few seconds, the attempted robbers got a fright and decided to leave the area. This man was recorded several times in the driveway of this house, looking in the window of the house where a father and his daughter live. They weren't home when the man was first caught. But here is another video of when he came back. And this time, the father and his daughter were in the house. That's why he came back. This is very scary, because someone could do the same thing in your home, and you wouldn't even know it. But the man saw that he had been discovered, ran away, and wasn't caught. This is a very good example of being careful before opening the door to strangers. When he was closer to the door, you could not even tell. But now you can see that he has a gun in his pocket. He is wearing a mask and was probably planning to break into his house. Of course, this video is a bit ridiculous, because you can see that the gun is sticking out of his pocket. But if he was carrying it behind his back and standing closer to the door, some people would not even think that something bad could happen when they open the door. It gets even more ridiculous when he lowers his mask and exposes his face to get some fresh air or maybe say something. I am not sure, because he could have been talking to the homeowner. The recording had no sound. Fortunately, no one answered the door, and the gunman eventually disappeared. I don't think she's up to no good, but you never know. And the shocking thing is that it's 2:30 in the morning. She explains that she needs to charge her phone.
I need help trying to charge to my phone.
What do you think of her? Let me know in the comments.